Okay, in today's session, we will see how to create an image and a text on a raised button. So to begin with, I am going to delete this which is already here. That's the text view. I'm going to the buttons here. Click on the button. I'm going to drag this button and I'm going to place it here. Now I'll set some, since it's a constrained layout, I will adjust the position of this button to wherever I want it on this constraint layout. Otherwise, if I do not set the constraint, this button by default, when you launch it on the mobile app, it is going to be placed here. So I do not want that. So I'll fix its position. Okay. So first I will go here. Here, you can see this here. So these are the four corners for fixing the button. So I'm going to click on this. Okay. So you can see this arrow mark here. It means that at a distance of 158, it is going to be placed here. So it is fixed there. So here also I'm placing it by 159. If you want to change it, you can change it. So from top, so say I'll reduce this. So I'll make it as 16. See, the button has moved up, and from bottom, it has been fixed here. Okay. So I'll leave it as it is now. So this is done. So now since I want to place a icon or an image on this, first I have to import this icon into this particular project which I have created. The name of this project I have given here is button 1. Okay, so to do that, so first we're going to see here the important files, manifest, Java and resource. So whenever we want to include any kind of an image or an icon, I will go and click on this resource folder. Since it's an image, I have this drawable. So I'm just going to click expand this here. Okay, so by default, I have some 2 XML files here for a foreground and the background. So I'm going to include now. So I'll right click on this drawable. I'll say new. And then here I can include image on a button in 2 different ways. One is the image asset, one is a vector asset. So image asset is for large photographs and vector asset is for icons. So I'll click on the image asset here. So you'll get this particular screen. So here you can see that by default, for the first time when you're trying to include, this is be the selected one. So I'm going to go and choose action bar tab icons. Click on this. Then this particular image here, you can see here this clip art here. I will double click it. So you get all the icons which are loaded here. Okay. I can pick any of them. So I'll just try to choose something. Say I'm going to pick this image with an icon. You can see here. These are all icons here. Okay. I'll say okay. And then if I want to give a name, okay, say I will give some name here. Say action vehicle. Okay. And then I will say next. Done. And finish. Right. So now if I go back to this drawable folder, you can see that this particular icon is now a part of this particular project, which can be used for placing it on this particular button. So now how to place it on the button? That's the second step. So I will go to my XML file here. So I'll go to this button, right click it, go to XML. So now you don't have to worry about all these because they're only the constraint. That is nothing but these are the XML code with related to placement of the button on the screen. So we're not worried about it. So we're going to look only at the 2 parameters. One is the text on the button. Say I'll just give a name here as say vehicle. Okay, it was an airport vehicle. Say airport vehicle. Okay, and the second thing is, as I told you, I am trying to place an icon and text on the button. Okay, and the placement of this icon can be either onto the left side or to the right side. So I am going to start say drawable left. Okay, so the minute I say dr, okay, and you should remember these methods. So I'll just click on this. Okay, and then I say at drawable because this is the folder where my image is available. See, this is the list of icons which are available, which is same as what is here, which is the resource drawable under this folder. So I'm going to choose this vehicle here. Okay, it is done. Okay, and suppose okay, this is done, right? So what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to come to my design. So here you can see in the design. So it is looking very crumpled. So I'm going to increase the size of this button, and just try to move it a little down. I think I'll just change this here. Okay, I'll just try to a little more. Say I'll make it as 150. Mm, okay, or I will just drag it down and then I'll try to adjust it. Okay, right. So now since this is very crumpled, I'm going to increase the width and height of this particular button so that, whatever is being text here is, there is some kind of a visibility. So I'll go to the code, and so this is the button I'm talking about, the button one here. This is the first button we have placed. So here you can see the width and height. Okay. So here I'm going to increase the width of this, say 300 dp or maybe 250 dp. Okay. So 250 dp, and maybe I will increase the height, say by 100 dp. Okay, so I've just increased the width and height of this button, and I'll come to the design here. Let us see how does it look like. Okay, this is how it is looking like, and I think it's not placed properly. So I'm just going to drag this out here. Okay, so this is how, see, you can see there's an icon here and there's a text here. So this is a raised button because, when you move this when I launch it, you can see a shadow and it looks as though it is being raised. It has a border around it. So this is the raised button.